Welcome back to It Was Never a Face Cards, and man, are we looking at a massive, massive week when it comes to Pokemon. We should be seeing pre-orders for the newest set, Phantasmal Flames, dropping this week. I'm going to talk about everything that we know for sure, everything that we're speculating about, and just some fun theories, and give just kind of my opinions on when everything's going to happen and all of that. So make sure you stay tuned and watch the entire video. But let's just jump straight into some data here. Now, this is coming from PokeNotify on Instagram, and they made this nice little graphic that illustrates from the last few sets the difference in dates, and this is one of the reasons that helps us kind of speculate that this should be happening this week. You can see we had Black Bolt and White Flare. You got the pre-order date of May 7th, release date of July 18th, the difference being 72 days. Very similar with Mega Evolution. July 15th was the pre-order date with the release date of September 26th, the difference being 73 days. And now for Phantasmal Flames, we do not know the pre-order date, but we do know the release date is November 15th. So that would put us between 72 and 73 days this morning, as of this recording, September 1st, or tomorrow, September 2nd. So if they're following their patterns, which it's kind of also, we're getting some auxiliary information that's kind of indicating that they are following these patterns. And what I mean by that is we also have some more information also coming from PokeNotify's Instagram, where they posted that they are seeing Phantasmal Flames products start to load up on the back end of major retailers' websites. So like your Best Buy, your Walmarts, your Targets, they're starting to see those listings start to pop up on the back end. We can't see them on the website currently, but they're able to see that they are being loaded up, which also would indicate that we are seeing a very, very strong chance of these boxes dropping this week, which is very exciting. Now, when it comes to what date these are going to be coming out, like we mentioned earlier on this previous graphic right here, it could be as early as tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be today because today is a holiday. So it could be as early as tomorrow, which would be Tuesday, September 2nd. It definitely could be then. If I had to guess, for some reason, I'm going to guess Wednesday. Wednesday, September 3rd is going to be my guess. If I had to guess, that's where I would be speculating. But it's best just to be ready for either Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We don't know, right? Pokemon in recent times has been keeping us kind of on our toes, changing the release dates, and they've been like messing with stuff and times for more recent sets. We used to be able to calculate this a lot more accurately. So just keep in mind, you kind of have to be ready for any time. And then real quick, these are just mock-up images. Now, obviously, you probably saw this in the thumbnail. This obviously doesn't look real. I just threw this into Chat GPT and said, hey, make me an ultra realistic looking image of an ETB. Obviously, this isn't what it's going to look like. We've seen the styles that they've been going. You might have seen some other mock-up images floating around from various places, but I just thought it was just kind of fun just to kind of see what we could potentially be looking at. Obviously, this is a rather boring box, like just the background of the box is rather boring. And obviously you could tell this is like heavily AI, but I just thought it was fun just to get a potential look at, because we don't know what they're going to look like. And here's just a little bit of a look of the Gengar one as well. So obviously, nothing crazy. It's not real, but I just thought it was a little bit fun to take a look at that. So that's pure speculation on that end. Now, let's talk about what we do know for 100% fact. We did get these cards revealed right here, starting off with this card. This is the Mega Charizard X. We got these cards revealed. In case you missed it, this happened at the Worlds, Pokemon Worlds tournament, and we got some other reveals as well. But we are expecting that this is obviously going to be in Phantasmal Flames. It would make sense. We don't have they took out the set numbers you can see down here in the bottom corner. So we don't have that information, although they did put it right here on the Japanese side. So this is the Japanese card. It has English text coming across. So this is, playing homage to the previous Mega cards that they did with these texts coming across. They did the same thing in previous eras. We mentioned that before, but these are official cards. This is officially what we know. So not only do we have these two, there's also the Mega Lucario as well. Here's a look at our English copy with the Japanese text coming across. Same thing here. You got Mega Brave in English with the Japanese card. And then Gardevoir here, same thing. I believe this text says Mega Symphonia, which you can see right here. Mega Symphonia in English. So this is what we know, and here's kind of what the look they're going for that I mentioned before with the older cards. Here's Mega Charizard right here with the Japanese text coming across, and then the English text of Heat Typhoon. So that's how they do it in the past. I personally, I've heard in the comments and other places that people are a little controversial. Like this art style right here is a little controversial. It seems like people either love it or hate it. I honestly think it's really great. It's kind of like a comic book style. I absolutely love it. I think this is going to be an expensive card, but there is more. We do have, we'll talk about it a little bit later. We do have that leaked SIR image to possibly talk about as well. That has not been confirmed. So just keep in mind there that, well, once again, that is pure speculation. But this is something that we actually know we're getting from the set. So it is a nice looking card. And I do think between this card and then the card I'm going to show you in a minute is I think there's a very good contrast between the two styles, which I do think is interesting. So something to keep an eye on there. And then another thing that we actually know recently that was revealed is this is the artwork for on the Japanese side. This is the official artwork that we're seeing, and then we did see an official reveal of just the regular Mega Charizard EX there as well. So this is the Inferno X set, is what they're calling it. You can see the X here. That's what they're calling it on the Japanese side. We're getting Phantasmal Flames, which is this set paired with the Gengar deck, Gengar and Diancie decks. Those are being combined into our English set. So it's going to be more than just what they're seeing on the Japanese side. So that's what they're seeing as far as Japanese artworks as well. We have seen the regular Gengar, Mega Gengar EX being revealed as well as the Diancie as well. So that's mostly what we've seen, as well as some common cards that have been revealed. We talked about this recently, so I won't go too in depth. We'll just touch on a few. But you do have a Charmander and Charmeleon. Keep in mind that they changed the way how the TCG works. So now when you have your second stage Pokemon here, it evolves directly from, you'll see right here, from Charmeleon straight into the Mega. So you don't go from Charmeleon to Charizard and then to Mega Charizard. So that is a change that they have made. So it is important to note that as well, just random thing. But nothing else too crazy as far as like the common and uncommon cards that we've seen. There was the Mega Sharpedo. I don't think that's anything too crazy, but you can see the set size here is 80, so maybe a little bit smaller side on the Japanese side currently from that Inferno X. So that's pretty much what we're looking at. We'll talk about that other SIR, the leaked image that we don't know if it's real, in a second. But before we do that, we have to talk about the sponsor of today's video, which actually is PokeNotify, who a lot of those images at the beginning of the video came from on Instagram. Now, if you're not familiar, PokeNotify is a notification service where you can get notifications sent directly to your phone for restocks, which for this week would kind of be a big week to have PokeNotify. It's a service that I use personally. And not only do they have restocks for all your major retailers, so when your Phantasmal Flames get stocked on Walmart, Target, Best Buy, all of the places that you're going to want to try to get it at MSRP, you can get notifications sent straight to your phone through a Discord server, and you can get a chance to get in line and get product. It doesn't guarantee you that you're going to get any product because it's still really tough just to get product in general. But I will say this. They've been on top of when the Pokemon Center queue is about to go up. They let you know, hey, queue's about to load up. So you know before it's even happened to get ready. Gives you some time to get ready. And I've actually hit on the last, I don't know, however many Pokemon Center drops thanks to PokeNotify. So that is a service that I use, and it is a paid service. There is a discount code and a free trial if you want to check out. There's a link in the description. I'll put it in the pinned comments as well. But they're the sponsor of today's video. Obviously, they provided some of that information at the beginning as well. So check out PokeNotify if you're looking for. There's a free 3-day trial if you want to try it out completely for free. So you could try it out this week for the drops, and if you don't like it, then you can always cancel. So feel free to give PokeNotify a try. And then this is that card that we talked about. It's been a little while, but this is that special illustration rare card that we haven't seen confirmed yet. It looks like we can see that there's texturing on the card. Obviously, I think that this card looks absolutely stunning, considering you go from the Charmander, you got Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, and Mega Charizard X. So it's looking, and this art style of this artist matches up to what we saw. I believe he did was it the Reshiram from from the Black Bolt and White Flare, the Reshiram SIR, and this art style kind of lines up. It's the same artist. So potentially this could be a real leak. We do not know for certain, but you get the contrast between, you know, like this and then going back to this. I think that's a super fun contrast, and I think that gives both sides, like whatever style you want, a little more serious, realistic looking art style. Right here, I think that gives that, and then if you want the more cartoony comic book style, then you have this. So it'll be really interesting to see what exactly we get in this set. But I think that if this card is real, it's going to be very, very expensive. We've seen, obviously, as chase cards right now going massive through the roof, like Bubble Mew doing crazy things. All the chase cards going up. We've seen the stamped promos doing insane things, sealeds doing wild numbers as well, like everything going so crazy. And then like coming into, it feels like things are starting to build up like pretty massively. And then bringing all of that into Phantasmal Flames, it really seems like this could be a big boiling point for just some craziness to happen. So I'll be interested to see kind of how the market handles it. Now, the last time that we saw Mega Charizard on an ETB was actually Champion's Path, which is a set that, you know, I think this was a 2020 release. This set has not really done that well. It wasn't really that great of a set. It wasn't really Charizard's fault. There just wasn't really a lot of good support cards. I think that the two like main chase cards are actually pretty decent, but ETBs for this set are still pretty affordable and haven't really been moving up. We haven't seen a ton of movement on them. They're $130, which is well over MSRP, but keep in mind that this set was released a long time ago, and you can see like over the past year, it has gone up, but just not very much, right? 27% over the past year, you know, and there's a lot of that coming recently, 7.5% coming within the past 3 months. I don't think that this is necessarily going to be a product right here that's going to move too much based off of the release of Phantasmal Flames or Inferno X. A lot of the times in the past, like what we are currently seeing for some of the other like sets with megas, we're seeing a lot of those megas move and some of those sets sealed product move because of the announcement of the new stuff. I don't think this is necessarily one of those products that's really going to move that big. It definitely is possible as we get closer, but this is kind of one of those ones where I think the ETB, the box itself, looks cooler than like what most of the cards are that you could get from it. So it is kind of a nice looking display piece, if nothing else, but just my opinion, it just doesn't really do a whole lot for me. It doesn't pull me in as a collector at all. And we'll take a look at these are the big hits. This is the shiny Charizard is the most expensive chase card from the set. It's around $220 currently. You can see it's pretty much flat or down a little bit in the past 3 months. We'll zoom out a little bit right here. It's up 33% on the year. You could have picked this up for around $160 about a year ago. And it's kind of been since about the beginning of this year, honestly. It's just been hovering around between 220 to 230, kind of in that range, beginning of this year till now. And it is a nice looking card, but once again, I think it leaves a lot to be desired for me personally. And then the second most expensive card is this Rainbow. I just wasn't a big fan of like this style of Rainbow card, and we've seen this artwork before. This card is actually down right here. This is the Rainbow Charizard number 74. It's down around almost 14% in the past 3 months. It's actually down on the year, if you can believe it or not. Previous low looks like last September around 151. It did shoot up to over 200. It looks like in February, and then it's kind of come back down. And I can kind of understand why. It's just for me. It just doesn't really do a whole lot. It's not that nice of a card. I think there's much other better Charizards, especially if you're going to spend $150. There's a lot of other ways I would rather go for my collection personally. So this is I don't have either of these cards in my current collection. Actually, I have the Japanese version of this one. And it's actually at PSA right now. I think it looked like a pretty strong 10 candidate. I don't know if that's one that I'm, like I said, going to be super attached to. We'll see how I feel about it once it comes back. It's like a lot of those times it's been just sitting kind of in my my like potentially to be graded pile, or just like in this stack of cards that I haven't really been looking at. Finally sent it out. I don't know. It's either, if it comes back a 10, which I think it will, either I'm going to end up, I don't know, I might sell it, or I might have to keep it depending. I don't know. Cause like I say that about a lot of cards. We're like, oh, I might sell it maybe, but then it comes back at 10, and then I'm like, okay, but it's a 10, and then so I end up keeping it in my collection. So that one could be one that I could see myself potentially moving on from. Anyways, sidetrack. But let me know in the comments how you guys are feeling about Phantasmal Flames, about Inferno X, about all of this moving forward. What are your guys' plans for release, for pre-orders rather? Are you guys ready for this week? I mean, it really seems like it is happening this week. Like I said, that's not a guarantee, but do you guys think, do you think it's going to be Tuesday? You think it's going to be tomorrow? You think it's going to be Wednesday? Or you think they're going to throw us a curveball and it's going to be like Thursday? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. This is definitely a set, though I will say this, that we've already seen base, like Mega Evolution base pre-orders start to get really high as far as what booster boxes are currently doing. So this would be one of those sets that I think, even if you're not particularly interested in it, you should try to score these at MSRP if you can. If you have time and you're available to try to get in, whether it's the Pokemon Center drop or any other drops, if you have time, you really should try to at least get some product, even if you don't care about the megas and you have no interest in this set, just because if you can score anything at MSRP, I think it's going to be very expensive moving forward. We've already seen some supply issues with the Mega Evolution base set, something we haven't really talked about, but they are actually delaying the release, I believe, in Europe and some other regions. So they don't have enough product. We kind of talked about that, speculating that the booster boxes might be expensive. They're currently over 300 pre-release for pre-orders. So I'm not saying that that's an indication of what we're going to see for Phantasmal Flames. Phantasmal Flames could be completely fine. Maybe they're printing enough, but maybe that could be affected as well. Who knows at this point? I don't know if the Mega Evolution delay, at least on the European side and all that, had to do with them printing other sets, with them like reprinting your Prismatic and stuff like that, and they pushed like main new sets to the side for a little bit, and then they got behind. I don't know, but we're supposed to be getting, I think it's around half of Mega Evolution at release, and then like half or a little bit more, a little bit less a month later. So we could potentially be seeing that for Phantasmal Flames. So either way, this is definitely something you should try and pre-order. If you're watching this video, I think you should definitely try. I'm going to be out there in the trenches with you guys. I don't have any secret access to distribution or to anything. So all my pre-orders, I'm doing the same thing. I'm on the Pokemon Center drops. I'm on the Best Buy drops. I've been trying to get on the Costco drops. Lately, I haven't had very good success with the Costco drops. The first one where they added the hot dog meter, I did actually score. That was for surging, but I haven't been able to score on anything else after that. It's just been pushing me too far back in line, and I just haven't been able to make it through. But that is just the reality of currently where we're at. Product is scarce, product is expensive, but just keep working forward, keep trying to get what we can get. And yeah, I'm very excited for Phantasmal Flames moving forward. I can't wait to see that if that SIR is revealed to be real. Very, very excited, and also very excited just for Mega Evolution, the base set. I think that set looks really great for a base set. I think it looks absolutely stunning. So very excited there as well personally. And then moving down the line, there's still so much that we haven't seen for the Rayquaza set, the Greninja set. There's a Dragonite set. That's a lot right there. And then my boy Gyarados, we still haven't seen anything. He's probably going to be included in one of those sets, right? So the Mega Gyarados card that hopefully will be coming. If we don't get a Mega Gyarados, I would be really shocked. That is one that I am extremely, extremely excited for. So the Mega block in general, I think, is shaping up to be pretty insane. So yeah, good luck to everyone out there this week. I'm ranting, so we're going to end it there. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And remember, it was never a phase.